Jessica, tonight you're not here?
Her and Kirsty will not be here.
Yeah,
Did I
Okay.
miss that?
we are recording.
All right, guys, welcome to Monday Moves. This week, we are talking about LTOs and all the things to do with them in your business. I guess I'll go ahead and start because why not, right? So I'm going to show you guys real quick what I personally do when it comes to LTOs. There's tons of things that you can do to incorporate these things into your business. One thing that I am huge on, and I'll preach it all the time, left and right, every day, is if you're not investing yourself in these LTOs, you know, majority of our LTOs have some kind of wax with them. So today we had an LTO launch. If you did not purchase that wax to, number one, warm yourself, number two, sample it to your customers, then don't be surprised if you don't sell it, because number three, you can't market it. So who here purchased the LTO today? Well then, there's our first mistake, friends.
It's in my cart. Haven't placed my order yet.
So literally one of my biggest goals in my business, and I honestly believe this is a mindset thing, is every LTO launch, I have an order going in, and that's very intentional so that I can add whatever it is to my order already. Now, you know, not every launch, I have pre-orders. Today, I had a pre-order for myself and that's it. However, I had an order going in of $200. So I was able to add the 3-pack of ours, all the Looney Tunes scent. Again, number one, for myself to warm and market in my own stories. Number two, to sample to my customers. And number three, the third bar, to do whatever I want with it, whether I want to gift it, whether I want to sample it more, warm it myself, whatever. So I want to share with you guys, this is again just an example of what I do when I say you cannot sell it if you don't sample it. So this collection, it is not too late to order it. I plan tomorrow to go live with it in my VIPs. This was the collection. Again, I bought 2 of them, one for myself, one to sample. Basically what I did was I crinkle cut all of these samples into these little sample packs. There is a crinkle cut sample of each scent in individual baggies inside of here. The front of my label is color coded right here based on the wax scent. So they can look at purple and they can see, oh, purple is da 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 da. They can look at red, oh, red is da 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 da. I made sure to put on here, add to Scentsy Club by September 10th. Now, what do I do with these? Well, for example, my Scentsy Club mail went out today and they got one of these in it. Why? Because even if this sells out before they're able to get it, you have 30 days to add it to club. So this is a great, like I talked about last week, PRV increaser for club. Number 2, my scent of the month club. So I utilize warmer of the month, like Donna talked about last week. They got one of these in their scent of the month bar. This was a little extra for me, hoping that they love this to where they want to order more, right? Number 3 is I put this in PWS mail. So for example, I had 2 people order off my website today. I am going to be working on labeling this up. Inside of here, I have a bar for them, thanking them. This was like a $100 order today. I have some candy. I have, again, this is an LTO, y'all. This is an LTO, okay? September scent of the month. crinkle cut again with a sample. I have my personal little thank you card. I have Scentsy Fresh and Windowsill Breeze. And then I have an LTO ready to be sampled. So what is my goal in this is to get some type of reorder based upon what I put inside of this PWS mail. Careful, bud. And again, make sure you write it down. Number two, make sure you're connecting with them after that they get this so that you can try to lead to another sale. So that's my kind of tidbit on LTOs. I don't care if you don't have an order going in on every LTO launch. You should truly invest in your business. It's a tax write-off. Order it for yourself. Order one to sample. Do it consistently for 30 days, 3 months. I promise you, you'll see a return. I promise you will. Make sure you're following up. Make sure you're writing down who you're sending it to. Don't just expect to send something out in the mail and people to order. You have to make connections. You have to do customer service. So that's my little tidbit on that. Anybody have questions? I didn't look at the chat yet. Who's doing chat tonight? Anyone? Oh, cool.
I think Marcella and I were gonna do it.
Okay. Who on our panelists wants to speak on LTOs next?
I could go next.
Okay, go ahead.
So, LTOs are kind of a new thing for me. I'm just going to be honest. JC has preached to me over and over and over about LTOs, and it didn't really click with me until actually this past week, how she buys them and markets them and follows up. So I always wondered how she got her clubs to just up, and now I know. So definitely what she's saying is super important. I got some other takeaways. Definitely, first of all, have a pre-order form. It's easy to think that you can remember all your orders. And actually tonight I had my cousin message me about a succulent warmer that I totally forgot that I pre-ordered for her. And I looked back at my PayPal and it does say $10 succulent. So I definitely have to have a piece of paper showing my pre-orders, because if that would have been like, not that she's not a regular customer, but if that would have been someone else, I would have felt really stupid. So also another thing that I learned is you do not count on LTOs for your PRV. You use those as extras. So if you know that we're going to have 4 or 5 LTOs for that month, don't bank on, I'm going to sell the LTOs and I'm going to get my numbers in. You should always use your LTOs as extras. Another thing that I've learned is to do a Google form or a Jot form for LTOs. Especially if we got like the harvest collection, you have several different items. So if you can make a Google form or a Jot form for them to get their information, what they want, and their credit card number and so forth, that's definitely a good thing to keep track of your LTOs. I have a few other things. I guess I'm going to leave some stuff for everybody else to talk about. I'll touch on the rest of my notes if they don't touch on them, but those are some of my takeaways for LTOs. I think Emily and Donna's on here. So whoever wants to go next.
I can go ahead and go. So I have PTSD from an LTO. I was terrified. I had worked a full 12-hour night shift, and the very first Jack launch was after a 12-hour shift. So I stayed up. It was a 10:30 in the morning random launch. And the systems were crashing. It was horrible. So I want to tell you guys, when you go on to do an LTO, they have grown so much. It is unbelievable how organized it is now and so much less stress. So that's where I wanted to start with LTOs, because you can get on there, you can panic, and the world can end. Guys, Cincy has set it up so we aren't failing. The second chance pre-orders have been such a blessing. That's always not good to rely on, but don't panic. Don't be going and posting who got extras, and don't be the person that's overbuying and buying the extras. Especially now that we have the new guidelines, it's super important to just buy what you need. I will always typically buy one extra to have on hand for either a customer who didn't get a chance to grab one, or for my personal use. But I also wanted to talk about what I do for those that order LTOs. So probably the last 6 months, I've started doing little extras, and I have a couple things sitting here that I wanted to share with you. So Harry Potter was a big giant pre-order. It's an LTO. People were excited, but guess what? It's not coming out for 6 months. So what are you going to do to show those people appreciation now versus letting them sit and be like, God, this is never going to show up, and be antsy about it? So I typed up a cute little letter on my Hogwarts paper, just saying, thank you for supporting my small business. I have received your pre-order for the Harry Potter bundle with the warmer and wax collection. Enjoy this small token of my appreciation as your amazing product is finished. Your items should arrive to King's Cross Station and onto platform 9 3/4, where you will meet the Hogwarts Express. Term begins on February 2022. So super simple, super cute, printed it off at home, grabbed the paper at my local Staples. But to pair with it, I grabbed some super cute stickers, some socks that were Harry Potter, and then everyone got a catalog, because the Harry Potter warmers were pre-order in August, and this got something in their hands to start with. So I started that. They also got a little thing of jelly beans, but my 10-year-old ate all of those. So I don't have an extra one of those, but I set that up as something for them to be excited for, something for them to look forward to, a little bit of Happy Meal that they're going to get in their mailbox even before their warmer's ready. Starting off, building that relationship, and being a good consultant. And you don't have to break the budget. The socks, I grabbed those, a 6-pack for I think $5.99 at Target. I just grabbed some for all the Jack coming out. Those are the ones for my new ones. The stickers I got at Five Below, and so did the jelly beans. And then I just put them in a cute little package and mailed them out for $3. And it's just a thank you. Guys, they're dropping a lot of money on a lot of these LTO warmers, and showing that appreciation and being the consultant they come back to makes such a huge difference, because remember, they can pick anyone and you need to give them a reason to pick you. That is my little spiel on LTOs, and I will let Donna take over next.
Okay, so I don't, well, I can't say I don't. Once in a while, I will get the LTO bar, like JC was saying, to sample out. And I've noticed that when I get it, I set it on my desk and do nothing with it. So that's not doing me any good. So I decided I need to start treating it like the scent of the month, because as soon as scent of the month comes that day, I don't even take it up to my office. I take it to the kitchen counter, I open a bar, and I start making my samples. So I need to start treating them that way. So I can't really complain or say anything about not getting orders for LTOs, or for my club members not subscribing to that scent, because it's my own fault. Something that I took a tip from someone a while back, as far as LTOs, if it's something that, okay, so I don't know, most of you probably have a Facebook business page. So what I do is on my Facebook business page, if it's an LTO that I don't want myself, I will make a post about that LTO on my business page, and I will take that amount, like say it's a warmer and say it's $50. I will take and boost that post about that LTO and I'll make it like about the warmer amount. So I'll spend the money on that post. And the very first time I did that was with the Harry Potter warmer. And I got 2 random orders from people I don't even know, and gained 2 new customers for doing that. So that's an idea too. If it's if you want to take the money, and it's not a warmer or anything that you want personally, take that money and boost your post because it works. I was kind of skeptical at first. So the very first one I did, I was like, I think I'm just going to do it for like $10. It was kind of like playing like a gambling game or something. But it wasn't an LTO. It was some other post I did that I boosted, and I was afraid to do a lot of money on it because I just didn't know. But when I did the Harry Potter warmer and I boosted it, it does work. So that's an idea for you guys too, a way to get your name out there to random people that that you don't know. It's a good way to build a new customers. So that's my little tip on LTOs, and just putting it out there that I'm going to start treating it as my Scent of the Month bar, making samples and getting it in my customers' hands. So I think Stacy is on here. Stacy, do you want to speak about LTOs?
Yeah. Hi. So I will just piggyback on a few things because I think LTOs can be really broad in so many ways. I love how JC threw out that the warmer of the month is an LTO because it is. Like every single month we have a brand new warmer, we have a brand new scent as scent of the month that each are new to our customers. So if you're not basic enough to subscribe as scent of the month, then that needs to be your number one business priority as a business owner come next pay period to invest back in your business. Because when you start to do those simple business investing back in, you're going to see it fall through. Because I remember when I was first new consultant, I would just like subscribe and then I would literally have all these bars just sitting because I really didn't know how to utilize them. So when it comes to utilizing warmer of the month and scent of the month, we talked a few ways last week, but the basic way of utilizing those LTOs with that subscription alone is by sampling, getting it in every single order. Like if it's PWS, I mean, as a business owner itself, if you have people consistently ordering off of your personal website, but they don't hear from you, you cannot bank on that person to continue to buy from you because people can choose to buy from anybody here tonight. They're going to choose the one that makes them feel good, the one that recognizes them and appreciates them. So by having that warmer of the month flyer, that's an LTO. That's a limited time offer. It's available for 6 months, right? That scent alone, that warmer, as long as it doesn't sell out or whatever. So that is definitely, I love how she touched on that because I never really thought about it that way. Every single LTO, I have had it programmed into my mind. If I don't like it, I don't care. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean somebody else ain't gonna like it. Because I think too, we get in the mindset of being selfish, like I'm not gonna use that or whatever. If you're not gonna use the buddies, cool. But when the wax collections come out, you need to be investing in that as an LTO because we've talked about this on previous weeks with Scentsy Club. The bars alone on every single LTO that we have launched this year are going to grow your Scentsy Club. And that's that consistent revolving PRV opening door in your business. So if you don't do the duck and the bunny today, do the wax. If you don't do the glam warmer, do the wax, do the wax, do the wax. because again, sampling that is going to increase your business with orders in those club, increasing PRV and customers. Because I'll tell you what, every single LTO that we've launched, like the scents alone are so good. And I'm like, why is this not in the catalog? I mean, with the Glam collection, I smelled them at JC's house today. Mine is gonna be here finally freaking tomorrow. But anyway, they smelled amazing. And it just goes to show, like, if you have invested that into your business and you give that scent like description and unboxing with your customers, they're going to feed off of you. If you're not excited about an LTO, they're not going to be excited. If you're not sharing bugs in the duck, like I'll be honest, I fell off the wagon this weekend and didn't really share it. Shame on me, but I invested in the wax, and I'm still going to let them know that it's still available as far as the buddies go. Just because my kids don't really like, who goes to show that somebody else won't. So, you know, having those on hand is really keen on having those sprinkles, because the LTOs are the sprinkles to the cake. You really need to be looking at it that way, not banking on your PRV with the LTOs, but having a goal set in mind too. That's one thing I love about where JC spoke on this. And I speak on her because we work very alongside one another. So every LTO, like, she has a goal of a certain amount of PRV to hit in. If you need to channel your mindset of doing that this fall, then do that. Like, we have however many LTOs still to launch this season alone, this catalog season. So maybe start off with investing, making sure you're investing in at least the wax, and also having a goal for every single LTO. So, you know, because again, at the end of the day, we can't be mad if so-and-so buys it from this person, because guess what? You didn't share it and they did. Nobody owns anybody at the end of the day. Nobody has a written contract. So it's very important to make sure you're the Scentsy person. You're repping the Scentsy brand. You are being the LTO marketer. Like, it's network marketing. So being engaged, letting your customer know what's going on, what's coming out. Don't feel like you're bugging them, because you know what? Your mouth is open for business. So when they think of Scentsy, or when they have a friend that thinks of Scentsy, you're gonna be the one that they think of to let them know, guess what? I have this girl who does Scentsy. I mean, Facebook marketing, like, people tag people on Facebook. I've been tagged recently from people that I've never met, but because this person knows I do Scentsy, they repped me. So it just goes to show, you need to make sure you're open and you're not closed. And I don't care if you don't like Looney Tunes. Who cares? Who cares? Same thing with the Villain warmer that's coming out eventually this fall season. Like, that's an upcoming LTO. Start thinking about those people. Start thinking about who buys the Villains collection from previous Villain collection. Who likes those types of Disney movies. Start taking polls. Like, are you more of the villains, or are you into the princesses? Just kind of figure out who are your Disney. We are like licensed with the Disney, right? Who are your Disney customers? Find out where your customers lie within the LTOs that are coming out. Are they a Scentsy Buddy LTO? Are they a warmer, like things like that? Because then when we have those upcoming launches, you have a system when it comes to touching base with those people. It's kind of what I wanted to talk about as far as that go. A few ways that I've been successful in a little bit of LTO range is Google Forms, Google Docs. Those are my love language when it comes to LTOs, because I think we live in a world of technology, and a lot of times technology can be your best friend, but cannot at the same time. So sometimes people don't get a notification, they miss a post, whatever. Email, people check their email. So with Google Docs, I'll make a Google Doc, and it's kind of like a checklist form. They'll figure out as far as what they want by editing a Google Doc, by formatting one of your own. How it works, honestly, is there's so many YouTube videos. I can send a video of the one that I personally learned from, I know Maggie Hensley is really good at doing those. I'm pretty sure there's one on YouTube of her. Blue Cottage Mommy has a great one on YouTube of her doing Google Docs. She does one for every single LTO. Pretty sure she did a video, hold on one second, on the last like Cincy wide training on her LTOs and what she does. Because again, like the thing is, you can take what we give you guys tonight, but just because one person says it another way, people learned from different ways of different people. So I could say something, but the same person next to me could say the same thing, and you just register with that. So still tonight, take it all in, but invest back into other trainings on LTOs as well. So Google Forms are great. It's a great way to find out who looks at different things. You can kind of it's a really good customization, if you will. Yeah, I can even put like, are you interested in ordering, having your own personal shopping link this fall? Are you interested in hosting? Are you interested in joining? All under this Google form that falls within the Harvest collection. We have an entire collection coming out next week. So that's an LTO, that whole collection. Yeah, there might be some things that aren't quite available yet, but there's still items to market. Use real life photos. We have several warmers from the collection from last year. So the Under the Wraps was Warmer of the Month. Find real life photos to market that. Enchanted Pumpkin, that is a hot seller. It was available at one time in the clearance section, it sold out. So this is a great way to connect with those people that didn't get that Enchanted Pumpkin. So real life photos are great if they're available for certain warmers. You know, just all about engagement. How do you do a Google form? It's through like Google Drive. So you have a Google Drive and you can make a Google form. Like I said, I will share a personal video link as far as training goes, because it's a whole like training video in itself. So it's super simple, super user friendly once you kind of like get into it. But like I said, it's a great way to send out one form to get several responses under that one form. Yeah, Jessica Markham, it's very simple. So Harvest collection, that needs to be what your focus is like right now, going into this week, closing out the month strong, but also focusing on front loading at the same time. So utilizing the Harvest collection as an LTO, getting those pre-orders, using real life photos, Google form. That's really what I wanted to talk about with LTOs. I've done the business page. I've done boosting posts too on business pages. I did a little bit of that last fall season. It came back a little bit. It's kind of one of those things you have to kind of like figure out along the way what works and what doesn't work. It's pretty much where you pay Facebook to kind of boost your ad. And I would do it for Disney launches because it's really cool. You can kind of pinpoint, you can kind of put almost like hashtags, if you will. When you boost a post, they'll put like certain filters. So you could put like Disney, you could put Marvel, you could put like Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween, decor, things like that. So those types of people searching for those types of things, your ad will boost. So I found that super successful around Nightmare Before Christmas last season and the season before that, when the first time Jack came around. Super successful with that. But again, boosting a post is money. So you have to figure out, you know, what your budget is for that. If you want to try it. I mean, I tried like maybe $10 a week or something like that. You can choose by mile radius. You can choose by age. It's really great. So that's great to use as far as LTOs when it comes to a business form, business page platform. Yeah, I think that's all I got as far as just, you know.
One thing I was gonna say too, since she did touch on the Harvest, I mean, you guys, I always work my business very, very hard in the beginning of the month, to where by mid-month, towards the end of the month, I'm able to focus on the next month. So, y'all know I'm a very high PRVer. So where I'm at right now in my business, I am able to strategically only work on September now. And honestly, you guys, that's what I did all day today. I mean, and when I say I met my goals for the month, like I'm at $4,500 in PRV this month. And I don't mean that to brag, but I mean that by I've hit my goal and now I can take a step back and focus in on September. So if this isn't you and you haven't hit your goal and you're still pushing to hit August, it's okay to focus in on August still. Okay. So today I really focused hard on September's pre-orders. I mean, I got like pages going, I got highlights, I'm sending payment requests, I'm marketing. And when I say marketing, one thing that I mentioned today when Stacey and I were talking is one of the things I love to do in my VIP group, I post each things individually to grab attention. So my for those of you who don't know much about how I run my business, I run my business a lot on my VIP group. I have a very, very strong VIP group that I work very hard going live, creating relationships, thanking my customer. I mean, I'm very involved in it. It does take work, but I promise it's worth it. So just like scrolling through it, like I posted probably 8 times today, and that's not because I'm like, oh my God, I had to hurry up and post. It's genuinely that I'm sharing. So I mean, just taking real life photos, Enchanted Pumpkin, that's back, searching Enchanted Pumpkin on Facebook. I guarantee, like, if you search that warmer, Enchanted Pumpkin Scentsy, all kinds of pictures are going to show up. Click save and then upload them and market the mess out of them. Those are real life pictures. So I do that on each and every single thing. I mean, the 3 bars, I just market that. I mean, I literally break down the harvest brochure. Can I post the link of the harvest brochure? Sure. But I can't guarantee that everyone's going to click on that link and scroll through and look at the whole brochure. So I do that. I also post each individual item. Also, I go to the albums on my VIP page, and every single, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, this is all an album for every single LTO, warmer of the month, everything. And like you can click like, what is this? We're August warmer of the month. I have real life pictures in here. So like, yes, you start with stock images, right? Because that's all we have. I update this album as I see people decorating with these warmers. Even if it's not like my style, like I still grab things from everyone else and I upload. Now, why do I do this? I honestly feel like not everybody sees all the notifications, right? Like how many of you guys log on and you have like 20, 30, 50, 100 notifications and you're like, oh shit, I'll just scroll through this real quick and find something that jumps out to me, right? Well, or you just click your notifications just to get that red thing gone. And then you go back to the home page, you refresh it, and whatever pops up is kind of like what you scroll through, right? So for me, I'm like, well, if they don't get the notification, if they jumped over some individual image postings, maybe it'll come up and say, JC added 55 images to the Harvest catalog album. So it's another way to market. They click on that album, they see all the images right there together. So I just think it's another way to market on top. Like you can't just do one thing. You have to do a variety of things to see different results. And this is something that I've been very, very strategic on like doing since like the beginning of the year, more so consistently every single time. And I do this on my team page too. For those of you that are on my team page, anytime I come across people that are marketing or decorating with Scentsy, I add it to my photos, which is probably why I have nearly 60,000 pictures on my phone, because I'm saving all the things and uploading all the things for everybody to use. But I honestly think it's just another way to let your customers see like how people are styling things, especially in the beginning, like the harvest brochure, like Stacey was saying, like, yes, we have some things that came back, but a lot of things are brand new. So you have to remember that when September 1st happens, then a week later or so, when people start receiving their products, they're going to start marketing with those products. Be sure to save that and share it. Like, share how people are marketing with that. I'm going to tell you, like, today that I loved that Glamorous collection warmer, whatever it's called, I can't even think, this one that I'm talking about. At first I was like, gosh, that's so pretty. And then the more people started getting it in their actual hands and posting real life pictures of it, I had to freaking order it today. Like, I need another damn warmer in my house. But again, because I saw people's real life images, I'm like, damn, I gotta have that. So it's stuff like that you guys have to like realize, you've got to try new things. You've got to do things that you didn't do before. You have to look at your business and see, how can I improve in X, Y, and Z? Are you not selling a lot of LTOs? Well, you got to change it up. You got to stay consistent when you change those things, but really dig down in your business and say that those LTOs are truly the sprinkles, like truly the sprinkles. Like, I didn't sell $4,500 this month and I did 0 parties, 0. That's how I'm literally utilizing LTOs. One more thing I wanted to say, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm saying a lot. I'm just really, really passionate about LTOs, and literally they can change your business. They truly can. So like I told you earlier, I strive, it's a mindset. Every Monday when LTOs drop, I got a nice order going in. Every Monday. Sometimes it's just 200, sometimes it's 500, sometimes it's more. I always have an order going in. I can remember I was at the lake and I got home on Sunday, and I was on my way home, and I was like, damn, that Autumn Road Trip and Cider Mill launches tomorrow, and I don't have anything. Nobody ordered. I'm like, all right, you need to get your shit together, JC. So literally what I did was I mindset again. I'm like, I got to have an order going in tomorrow. It's LTO launch day. I got to get my stuff for free, right? Half price. I'm trying to find the post because I know it wasn't that long ago. Dear Lord. In my VIP group, I literally said, here we go. I love when it's noon on a Thursday and Cincy tells us that we're getting a new release. Coming Monday, clean and hand bundles, because after you're done cleaning, you should probably wash your hands. Dish soap, counter clean, and hand soap available in Cider Mill and Autumn Road Trip. I'm ordering one of each, no lie. How about you? I have a goal to sell 10. Who can I grab one for? Literally, I have 14 comments on this post. I don't know if you guys can even see 14 comments. And this is marketing to me, y'all. This is marketing. Can you see that? When I had somebody order it, I tagged their name and I wrote next to it what bundle they ordered. So it's like people are seeing, oh, Terry Martin got a bundle of Cider Mill and she paid, and I even write next to it when they pay me, I'll literally say paid PayPal or PDPP, like paid PayPal, paid Venmo. Like, that's my brain. Like, I'm on the go all the time. I was at the lake all weekend. That's literally how I kept track. I'm typically a pen and papers person. Sometimes this is my pen and paper. So I literally would, every single person that ordered, I said, Terry Martin, Cider Mill, paid PayPal. I listed every single person. So every single time somebody commented on this, it's getting boosted to the top of my VIP page, the top of people's newsfeed. And then I'm writing who's getting it at the top. So it's like flashy, like, oh, Terry got one. Oh, Angie got one. Now I got to get one. It's literally a marketing thing, you guys. Utilize what you got and market the mess out of it. And I did. I sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bundles of that was an order going in. I got mine free. I got the other one half price. And then I got an extra one that I ended up selling. Sometimes you literally just have to switch up what you're doing to be successful. My kid is crying. So if anybody wants to take over, I have to run. So if I don't get to say anything else, I love you guys. Thank you for listening to my long ass speech on LTOs. I just really love them. I'm sorry.
Jessica, do you have anything to say? Paul.
Sorry guys, I'm driving, so I'm having
You're
trouble
good.
like
You're good.
finagling my phone right now.
You're good. If you don't want to talk, you don't have to, or if you want to say something, that's fine too.
So, I don't really want to say much other than, I wanted to run it by you that you guys have heard of mail. I'm sure. It's a thing. If not, it's a thing. You can create like some personalized emails with pictures and announcements and use your own words and send emails out to your customers, right? I have dabbled in this in and out for a long time. And I just wanted to briefly mention something new that I found. It's called Yet Another Mail Merge. And I'm not going to go into a long speech about it, but I just wanted to throw that out there if you want to Google it and look it up before my phone dies. Yet Another Mail Merge. It's called YAMM for short. And more or less, it's like MailChimp, only a shortened version that's easier, and you do it right inside of Gmail. And I love that because you can just drag and drop the pictures right into your Gmail email that you're composing. And just for an example, I did it with the Harry Potter launch, and I drag and dropped like a bunch of different pictures. I put some font colors right inside of Gmail and clicked send on my Excel sheet of people that I uploaded into the Yet Another Mail Merge app extension, which you download into your Gmail. I know that like sounds like a lot, but it was actually super easy. Jessica Markham's the techie one. She could probably help me explain it to you better at another time. But I just wanted to throw that out there, that email is also a good way to get some of your customers' attention, especially if they're a little old school. There is some customers that I have that are still like email only. I mean, basically they don't really like text at all. So they're not a lot of them are more tech savvy than that, but just wanted to throw that out there. There are some people still for LTOs, have some pictures of something new coming, just in case someone's not on Facebook very much. They don't check my VIP page. They don't get on Instagram. Like, I mean, believe it or not, there are some people that really just don't want to do that. So just thought I'd throw that out there. I'm happy to send more information out on that at another time. Sorry I was late and my phone's gonna die. But yeah, that's all I got.
You're fine. Thanks for sharing, Jess.
Thanks, Jessica.
I got a couple more things. A couple people didn't touch on. I'll be really quick. I've always heard that pre-orders, you can only collect money a few days before. Emily, do you know anything about that? Or JC, anybody? But I've always heard that we can't like collect like weeks before.
5 days before, I think.
Yeah.
Is it 5 days?
Mhm.
So that's one thing to keep in mind. And another thing, I've heard JC do this. For some of you guys that get the warmer and the scent of the month, we treat that as an LTO, but to entice your customers, you guys can get that warmer and go on your VIP page and go live with it. And then whoever pre-orders, if you have it in your budget, I do this, it helps, but I give them a free bar for pre-ordering a warmer. That's something you can't say out loud.
Yeah,
It's a
I do that
personal
too.
special, but it is definitely a something catchy for them to pre-order the warmer. I mean, you're out $6 bar for maybe a $50 warmer. So yes, JC, people do love the free bar with a warmer.
Yeah, I will do the free bar like with the Harry Potter bundle. I ordered an extra set of bars to pass out with my pre-orders in case they did not get the wax collection with it. I've also done that with like the Jack Warmers, when they launched, I snagged an extra 6-pack of wax because it's PRV for me and gifted them that as a thank you. So whatever is in your budget and however you can budget it best, don't go overboard. Don't spend family money on Scentsy, but definitely give back.
Definitely. Does anybody else got anything? Stacy, Donna, Jess, Emily?
I don't.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming to hang with us on a Monday. JC said it comes in full circle. I promise they will continue to choose you. And yes, she's right, because I see her. I'm in her VIP page, so I see exactly what she's talking about. So if you guys don't have anything else, we will let you go. We will see you guys next Monday. I can't remember what the topic is. I'm sure it'll be something good.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you guys for showing up. Thank you so much. Have a
Thank
good
you,
week.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.